A sitting United States senator forcibly removed from a news conference, handcuffed, and thrown to the ground by Secret Service and federal agents. This dramatic incident happened on Thursday in Los Angeles when Democratic Senator Alex Padilla interrupted a news conference held by Kristi Noem, the U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security. "I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the Secretary," Padilla said.
"I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the Secretary, because the fact of the matter is a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your heads off."
How many of our ICE agents have been doxxed for doing their duty, how they have been targeted.
Shortly afterwards, uniformed FBI agents placed him face down on the ground and put him in handcuffs. Inside the room, Kristi Noem kept addressing journalists and officials, undeterred by the chaos. The incident immediately triggered fierce backlash on Capitol Hill. Democratic members of Congress called it a sickening disgrace and an affront to democracy. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass described it as absolutely abhorrent and outrageous, adding that the Trump administration's attacks on the city must come to an end. Some Republicans were also alarmed by what happened. Senator Lisa Murkowski said, "It's horrible. It's shocking at every level. It's not the America I know." Later that day, Padilla addressed the incident in a video on social media.
So I had the audacity to try to ask a question. I introduced myself. I'm Senator Alex Padilla, and I have a question. And it took all of maybe a second for multiple agents to forcibly remove me from the room, to pin me on the ground and handcuff me.
"I'm okay, but if they can do that to me, a United States Senator, what are they doing to a lot of folks out there when the cameras are not on?" he said. "What we've seen here should not be normalized." Kristi Noem revealed afterwards that she met with Padilla for 15 minutes following the incident.
What I would say is we were conducting a press conference to update everyone on the enforcement actions that are ongoing to bring peace to the city of Los Angeles. And this man burst into the room, started lunging towards the podium, interrupting me and elevating his voice, and was stopped, did not identify himself, and was removed from the room. So as soon as he identified himself, appropriate actions were taken. But I would say that, I had a conversation with the senator after this. We sat down for 10 to 15 minutes and talked about the fact that nobody knew who he was. He didn't say who he was, that until he was already had been lunging forward and people were trying to detain him for quite a period of time, and that this, we're leaders, we're public servants. And if he had requested a meeting, I would have loved to have sat down and had a conversation with him. That coming into a press conference like this is political theater. It's wrong, and it does a disservice to this country and the people who live here. So we sat down, had a conversation. We probably disagree on 90% of the topics, but we agreed to exchange phone numbers. We'll continue to talk and share information, and I think that's the way it should be in this country. I wish he would have acted that way in the beginning instead of creating a scene like this.